Hey everyone, in today's Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial, we are going to get started with starting your first project. Basically going to be taking a video that you already filmed or something like that, and we're going to be exporting this and creating your first project. Excuse my phone there. Let's begin. So first, you're in Premiere Pro, and of course you clicked on a new project. You can also pick from these example pieces as well, but we're going to focus on starting fresh. So we're going to call this one my new project. Feel free to skip ahead in certain parts of my tutorial if you need to get to a certain point faster. Okay? Alright, my new project. And we're going to press down here at the bottom right, create new project. And then here is your blank template or timeline or project, if you will. Your screen may look a little bit different than mine. This is because I set mine up for a specific way I edit, the way I keep my windows and stuff, because you can move these as well. So I like to keep, this is kind of how I like to keep mine as well. And so like my effects are always over here, my graphics, kind of editing box windows up here, my tools, and my media are in the corner, and my timeline is the main piece on the bottom. That's kind of how I prefer to keep it. Of course, you can customize in any way you like. Well, let's begin. I'm going to take one of my Text Simplified videos that I created, and I'm going to basically just put it in, cut it up, and show you how to make a simple movie, project, YouTube video, etc. I'm going to go to my File Explorer on my computer, and I'm just going to drop right into the timeline. Now you can see it's going to import these files, and it's also going to create your first little timeline piece. It's also going to be over here in your media project box as well. So to begin, I'm going to press play.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. We are going to be taking the one,
and you can see that that is your play button. You can also go by one frame to the left, one frame to the right. We won't talk about any of these in today's tutorial. We are only going to just keep it really simple. So this bar down here is your slider. You can actually move it along the timeline. You can also moving it to the left to expand and see by frame. You can move it however you want it. I think it also goes, yep, it goes, you can actually move it from the right, and it does the same thing as well. So let's say I want to zoom in a little bit, and say for example I want to cut out this little piece of when I'm not talking. As you see, these are your audio waveforms as well, and sorry, I don't mean to jump around too much, but this is also your slider, your reader as I call it. I believe there is another technical term for it, but I just call it the reader, the slider. So okay, I pressed on top here and I moved it over. I think you can actually grab it like that too. Yeah, you can. So okay, so I want to edit this part out right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my slider, I'm going to zoom in on it, and it also zoom in on any piece that the slider is sitting on as well. I'm also going to move it over a little bit. This is still our piece right here that we want to cut out. So I'll play it for a second.
back up.
Okay, and I just kind of stopped it. You can also press the space bar as well on your Windows PC or Mac to also make it play. I'm going to slide it back. Now also too, I'm going to actually click on the video in the timeline. I'm also going to double click on it, and it also shows up on this window, which is a couple like different controls you can do. I'm going to press effects controls. This gives me all my effects and what I would like to do with this project. So this is where like special effects go into, or kind of your simple sort of what are you going to do type thing, and etc. So I know that sounds not as technical, but I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, so over here is our tools. Now the razor tool is what we'll be using. If you press C on your keyboard, you can also pull the razor tool up right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more, and you'll see that your mouse is now the razor icon when you hover over the timeline. I'm going to go over right here, and you'll see that the slider bar will kind of light up white, as you can tell. And you want to, of course, do my left click on that, and you see that it sliced it into 2 pieces. And I can pick up my video and move it. I'm going to also right click on this piece and also ripple delete. Ripple delete means it'll move it and snap it right back into place with whatever was in the front. So, alright. So now that I have that spliced, I want to move over to where I want to get rid of the space. I'm going to press the C on my keyboard. We're going to use the razor tool again. You can also go over and click on the razor tool as well. So I'm going to left click on that one again. And now I'm going to go over to the pointer, which is the selection tool. You can also press V key on your keyboard for that as well. We're going to select this. We can right click on it to bring up our another action menu. So now we're going to press ripple delete. That piece is completely gone. Actually, it's pretty seamless.
Back up. Do back up and restore.
And that is basically a simple, very, very simple project. Now, for instance, I'll do one more thing as well. Let's say you wanted to put words in here or a piece of text. What you'll do is you'll press the type tool, which is, you can also press T to activate it as well. What we'll do is we'll go on to our video here and we'll drag and select, and select an area, and now we can type in whatever we like. Okay, and that'll appear in our video. We go back and press selection tool. Oop, actually, I gotta go over and physically click it. And there we are. So now that is all set, and you'll see that that added a secondary piece. You can see that that added a secondary video or on the timeline, of course, or a, not sure what else you would call it, but I'm just going to call it a video piece. And you can see it's also got times of when it starts and when it ends. It basically starts at 1 minute and 14 seconds, and then basically ends at 1 minute and 19 seconds. So you can drag this if you grab the edge and make it longer if you like. And so those words can stay up there for a little bit longer time, maybe for somebody that is reading something on your video. That's basically all there is to, if you want to start out very, very simple. Alright, and a real quick thing for you as well, how we want to export this video. We're going to press on File, and then click on Export and hover over Media. We're going to left click on that as well. And I'm just going to export this to my K drive, and then I'm going to press Export. You can see it's going to create the little exporting window, and that'll get done however long your video is, and etc. We'll get into the effects control panel and a lot of this stuff in one of my next videos, and we'll just go piece by piece on what some of the items do. And yeah, well, there we are. Well, everyone, I hope I tried to explain everything as best as possible in this video. This is one of my very first tutorials to start kind of just creating my Premiere Pro tutorials for you all. So if this video was not helpful, please let me know what I did wrong. I would really like to know. If I was able to help you in this video, please give it a thumbs up and do me a solid and press the subscribe button. It really helps me out in bringing my dream of becoming a YouTube content creator possible. Because I'm in a rough spot in my life right now where I'm a little bit lost. And I know what I really want to do, and that is YouTube. And creating content that I absolutely love and that you all would absolutely love. So that is my goal. And you can help me with that goal by pressing the subscribe button and giving it a like. Well, I hope this video helped you, and please let me know in the comments down below if you did really enjoy this video and you were looking for something else inside of Premiere Pro that you would like me to give you a tutorial on. Please feel free to comment down below. And alright, well, I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.